All right. Yay. All right. So, hi guys. My first time live streaming. And so we'll see how it goes. Just moved to a new place. So I have a whole new setup than what all my other videos have been. And hopefully I'll be able to kind of rework some of those videos. That way you guys can kind of see me and also see the space that I'm working on as well. So we're going to be making a pincushion in a pie dish. Now, I bought this probably about 2 years ago from Michael's or AC Moore, one of those places, like during Christmas when it was like 80% off. So I've got like a huge stack of these. So I've already cut out all my fabric. So I fussy cutted this cute little bee. Let me see if you guys can see that right there. So this is 6 inches. Let's get that off to the side. And then I've also got some really cute ruler fabric. And then also some really cool fabric that has like how all the like stitching names are and like what a seam ripper is and what a spool is. It's super cool. I'll kind of get a little bit closer since the light's being all weird. All right, so first, with the first 2 pieces, you're going to go on the top and the bottom, and you want your first pieces to be the same size as whatever you fussy cut as your center fabric. So mine is 6 by 6, so my first piece is going to be 6 inches. So I'm going to lay that right there on the bottom and sew that on there. Right, and then now that I've got that piece on there, we can go ahead and put on the top piece. All right, so now we have top and the bottom. I'm gonna get my fluff out of there. We're gonna go ahead and press this with the seams open. That way we don't have too much bulge underneath our pincushion. So if this is your first time watching me over here on Larkspur Needle, definitely check out all the other videos that I have posted. There's, I think, about 13 or 14. I'm hoping to get quite a few more put out there as well. So now that we have our top and bottom put on there, we're going to measure the side here and on the other side, because our next fabric is going to be the same length as that. And mine's just a little bit bigger because I'm still really bad at doing 1/4 inch seams. Like I've got a 1/4 inch quilting foot on my machine. Still bad at it. There are like fabrics that you can get to like learn how to do all the stitches, but oh well. All right, so make sure that as you're going through the sewing that you make sure your seams stay open. We're going to do it to the same thing on the other side. All right. Now I have the inside done. And again, go back to your iron, press all your seams open. This makes for a cleaner backside of it too. So this design that we're doing is sort of like a log cabin. You can easily take the same pattern and make the strips smaller. So you basically keep going around in circles. Iron's getting a little hot there. All right. All right. So now we got all my pieces done on that. So now I get to go to our next layer. Big ones. All right. So for this one, since my sides are a little wonky, I'm going to go ahead and press it again. Just get it nice and flat. There we go. All right, I'm going to trim up these sides as well. That way when I'm sewing, I'm not going to have to kind of go like this on them. There you are. That's that way. And this side. All right. So now we're going to do the same thing as we did for these pieces with measuring the one side. Once you have that, you can put your top piece on. Make sure your seams are open as you sew over them. Right, then we're going to do the same thing to the bottom. I make my window bigger. Hi, Laura. Alrighty. I have a feeling that my bobbin thread is about to run out because I've been doing a lot of quilting on somebody's new quilt. I'm not going to name any names. Looking at that General Bumpkus there. Just make sure you iron out your seams again. It's really hard to open these seams, and make sure you don't get like scorched by the iron. Alrighty. I'm going to trim up this seam as well. It's almost too big for my ruler. Right, and the other side. Alrighty. So now we just have our last two. Well, this one's mine. This one's not yours. I thought I had showed you a sneak peek of the fabric that I was working with for your quilt. I could have sworn I did. You need another sneak peek. Ah, thread. You don't remember? Gosh, see how it is. Too much working for you. I'm gonna have to tell you about the dream that I had about you later. Definitely not on stream, though. Oh, trust me. It was yeah. All right. This thing's getting big. All right. So let's do one last pressing of these seams, and then it'll be time to do some yo-yos. I don't know if you can hear the baby in the background. She's laying on the floor behind me. She's supposed to be quiet, but she's not being very quiet. Okay, so let me just clean up these edges right here. I think you'll love your quilt, by the way. I'm hoping to have it completely done by the time I come back for Christmas. Maybe. All right, let me figure out which piece I want to show you. Yeah, we'll go with this one. Oof. All right. Let me switch my stream so make sure I can get it in there. All right. You like it? All right. That's enough. That's enough sneak peek for you. Oops. Go back here. All right. So now that we have our fabric ready, we're going to make a yo-yo. So usually with yo-yos, there's like this big plastic piece that you snap all this into, and then you just go through the grooves of where your needle's going to be. Of course, this piece is big and it's not going to fit in there. So we are just going to do it ourselves. So I've got this really long needle. You don't have to use a long needle, but this is just the first needle that was on my pincushion. So I'm going to start from the back here. We want roughly a circular shape. Roughly, I mean, it's going to be squished into here anyways. So we're just going to take it and just start going around. You don't really have to be too precise, but try and keep a pretty good tail on the end here that's not knotted. No. No. Please don't be knotted. Oh, can I go out? Yes, okay. But yeah, keep a pretty good tail on the end of this, because once we get around the whole thing, then we'll kind of take it and pull it. So Laura, I don't know if you noticed, but I have 100 subscribers onto this channel. Just got my 100th one today. I totally was not expecting that. Because like the last time I saw it was only like 30 something, and then I just randomly looked at my email account that's to this YouTube, and like there were so many emails of people subscribing and people commenting, and I'm like, oh, there's still people that watch that channel. So that's why I figured I need to get stuff updated and get my my craft room set up. I like this that's behind me is actually hanging on a curtain rod that is held up by yarn and push pins, because that's how classy I am. And of course, I'm a Girl Scout, so I use my resources wisely. Speaking of Girl Scouts, Girl Scout cookie season, 5 months. Get ready for it. Alright, so we're almost done with this thing. Alright. So make sure that when you come back to the start, that you're ending on the same side as where you started from. Right. So now I'm just going to take the needle out because I don't really need it for right now. All right, make sure you have your fluff. Oh. Yeah, well, I had to wait until my craft room was like good. This chair keeps putting me down. All right, so we got my big ball of fluff that I made it from the move. So we're just going to take our 2 tails here and start cinching it up. And then we're going to start fluffing it up. I'm hoping that I made this big enough that it'll fit just perfectly into the pie dish. I didn't measure anything. I didn't make a sample to start it off with. I just kind of did it. Because it's a live stream, so anything could happen. And that's barely all my fluff. So I will need to make sure I go to the store and get some more at some point. Alright, so now that we've got all of our fluff in there, you want to, oops, where are you coming from? Oh, All right, you want to tighten this up as much as you can. And then we're going to tie it off. If I can do this one-handed. That way, under. Ah. No, you go that way, you go that way, you tighten down this way. Alrighty. So then we can just tie it again. Alright. Now I'm going to put the needle back on here. And I'm just going to kind of sew through all of this here. If it will. There it goes. Try not to stab myself because, you know, that's smart. Alright, so the reason why we're stabbing this down here is to kind of bunch it up a little bit more. Hey. That way it's not all like poofy. Oh, also, yeah, for the father-daughter dance that my daughter's troupe is putting on, they came to a consensus that they want a steampunk theme. So within the next couple months, because it's in January, I have to figure out a steampunk-ish like outfit and everything. So it'll be fun. And I just broke the other thread, so we'll just tie it off right here. And of course, my hot glue gun is sitting in my car because I needed it for the troop meeting last night. So, but you definitely want to put a few dabs of hot glue around here. That way when you fit it in to your pie dish, you can kind of squish it around to get it to fit. And I think that looks like a very delicious sort of pie. Let's see. So I got so many little pincushions. So now I can have one big one. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I can get some more videos up like this in the coming weeks. If you have any suggestions on what kind of videos you guys want to see, put a comment down below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.